Maar vir eers, Michael Mol, Alipad Kaap toe. Good morning, Michael.
Hold on, I'm just quickly sending you an SMS because I know what the answer to that is. And sent. Cool. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. I expect to get a free subscription for a year. No, I'm joking. Working alone, it's the loneliest time of my life. We spoke to you about the virus earlier and fitness and everything. But I think on a spiritual level, what good news is today in the darkest of times. And I was reading a book, The Age of Innocence, about the Renaissance movements in the world. And even people thought it's the end of the world with the plague. They thought it's the end of the world with World War I. But out of those dark days arose the biggest entrepreneurs, businesses, and even philosophers, spiritual leaders, people bringing hope. And even now, we're launching TruthTV.com in a time where everyone is just worried, are they going to have food?
Absolutely. I mean, it is Good News Friday. It is, it's the human spirit that soars at a time when we, as a global nation, as a global village, are putting shoulders together and saying, how do we fight this thing? It's wonderful. We are at war with a virus. We're not at war with one another. And I think that's the most exciting thing about this pandemic. And yes, you're right. Truth TV. I mean, what is Truth TV? What's it all about? It starts with screen time. I'm not sure if you know this, but as a parent, very conscious of this, that kids between the ages of around 8 to 12 are spending on average 5 hours a day on a screen. Teenagers around 7 hours. All right. Compare that, parents, to how much time you spend with your kids. On average, parents in the first world are spending about an hour a day with their kids. So kids are spending 5 to 7 times more on a screen than they are with parents. So who's having the most influence? And the question to ask as well is, who's deciding what they watch? Because it isn't us as parents. It's an algorithm designed to get kids to watch more and want to watch more. And it's working. In the last 4 years, screen time for kids has doubled already. And then you need to ask yourself the question, well, how on earth does that impact our children? What effect does it have on their relationships, on their identity, and most importantly, on their values? Because they're watching those screens by themselves, not even with the family. And that's where Truth TV starts to say, let's be that generation that turns the tide on not just how much our kids are watching, that's going to be difficult, but on what our kids are watching. And we're putting a streaming video channel online that's faith-based, values-based, family-friendly entertainment. That's what Truth TV stands for.
And I mean, just to know that your kids can be on it and you don't need to worry. For me, that is amazing. And as a family together, and I mean, even there's competition out there, normal stuff. But I mean, you can watch horrific stuff. That only brings fear and scares you in times like this. And like you say, and I mean, it's a whole channel dedicated for upliftment. And we need it. I mean, I felt, and we spoke about the anxiety. I mean, you were honest enough to say, I had to fight a bit of anxiety. Me, as a very positive person, sometimes I felt, it's uncertain times. And just to lift the spirits. What's quite amazing is you can watch it. I don't know if you can watch it on all devices.
Yes, just about any device at the moment. I think we're working on Android TV, but as for the rest, Apple TV, your tablets, your laptops, your computers, some of your smart TVs, it really is available to everyone. I mean, the whole idea behind Truth TV is access for more people for less. Data costs in South Africa are high. They're coming down. We're going to be the first country in the world that launches prepaid fiber. Look out for that. And that means more people are going to get to watch TV and when they want it, not just sitting down, at a specific time, whenever they want it, on demand on their devices. So just about any device you can see Truth TV on.
You see, now someone maybe can win something today. And then quite amazing for me, if you one subscriber as a family, you can go up to 10 devices. That's right. 10, and that is amazing. I mean, so it's phones and everyone's laptop and wherever you are, even after this lockdown, on the train, just watching inspiring movies and stories and series.
And 4 different shows at the same time as well. So there's a whole bunch of great tech behind that. What's interesting about Truth TV, and you get it on most digital channels, is that you have this little disclaimer. The views expressed in this particular show are not necessarily the views held by the producers, et cetera, et cetera. On Truth TV, that's completely different. We're putting our hands up saying those are our views. And we are going to put content on this channel that is values-based and that we're willing to stand by. This is the truth. And I think that's the real difference. Sure, there's huge competition out there, but there's a massive business case. Streaming video is going to quadruple in terms of a business case in the next 5 years, quadruple. The challenge is who wins that competition, that wins the war. Now, there are big companies, Netflix and HBO and Disney and Amazon and Apple, that all have massive content libraries. But for us, it's the needle in the haystack. Not sure when last you've tried to find something good to watch on any of those channels. It's almost impossible. There is so much. And at Truth TV, we're saying, jump onto Truth TV. You'll find exactly what you want that aligns with your values as a family. Because the whole idea for us is family time, anytime, anywhere is family time with Truth TV.
Michael, thank you so much. We'll follow up next week to see how it's going.
Brilliant. And did you get my SMS? Good day.
Yes. You won a subscription.
Yes,
Can you believe it? You and my uncle. You and my uncle in Somerset West. No. Thanks, Michael.
We'll chat to you soon. Bye-bye.